Can I help you? What's up, guys? I have my car. Don't mind this. There's some nasty stuff. Nasty holes behind it, so I put that for now. Which has been like that for like a year. So my car, as you know, is a 7-speed. And when I got the car... Alright, sorry about that. My food just got here. But, so, I think I was saying something about when I got my car, I did some things right away. So I got a new thermostat right away. I got an aftermarket radiator. Nothing was wrong with it. I think I got the car with 70,000 miles. But it's just something I do, you know. I might as well just change it now. So I did the thermostat, the radiator, and then also I got hooked up really good by a friend for free. A brand new 370Z transmission. Was new, you know, so straight from the factory. And I had it installed, but this is a G37, so G37 automatics, they have a... Hey, what are you guys doing? They have the sports mode when you shift it over to the left. So it's, you put it in drive and it's drive. You go to the left and it goes into sports mode. And then if you downshift manually, it'll go into full manual mode. The 370Z does not have, so there's no 3 modes. It's just drive and manual mode. But drive is already sports mode for that car. So since this is a 370Z transmission, it doesn't have the S mode. So when I shift over to manual, it's already in manual. So it's not a big deal. But you know, when I drive the GTR, it has all these, has more modes. It's different. And I do like when it rev matches on its own. So this one does not rev match on its own right now, but it's supposed to when you go into sports mode. So it's just something to do with the programming. So what I'm doing right now is I am programming the transmission and removing the 370Z programming, and I'm putting back the G37 programming. So after this, I'm gonna have the 3 modes back: the drive, sports, where it's like semi-automatic, or I guess it's automatic, but it just rev matches on its own. And I'm gonna roll up this window because somebody's sneezing over there. And so again, I'm gonna have the 3 modes: the drive, the sports with the I'm gonna have the 3 modes back: the drive, sports, and of course the full manual mode. And that's really pretty much it. So other than that, if you guys put a 370Z transmission in your G37, it's gonna work right away. You're not gonna have the sports mode anymore. But I think a lot of people do use it. I did actually use it a lot, so that's the reason why I'm doing this. And I've talked to other people before, and before I even thought about putting it back, and they said that they use the sports mode a lot. So I might as well, since I have the ability to program the transmission ECU, I'm just gonna do it. I've never done this conversion, so it's just something that I had to do on the computer and basically force it to do it, because it's not supposed to do it. It won't do it, but now it's doing it. And we are at 70%. So maybe another 2-3 minutes, and then I'm gonna go test drive it and see if it actually shows the sports mode and if it works. And now if you put a G37 trans into a 370, I'm not sure what would happen, or maybe it creates a problem, but maybe not. That I actually don't know. So we'll see if anyone ever messages me about that. All right, so it didn't work. So what happened was, after it finished, I tried it and it didn't go into the S mode. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I went to go eat my food, and that just really bothered me. I was like, I guess it's not gonna work. Then I kept thinking, like, it doesn't make any sense. It should work. So I just kept eating, and then it hit me out of nowhere, and I was like, I started remembering what I was doing. And then basically what happened was, so like I said, it's a 370Z transmission. It has the 370Z ECU in there for the transmission, the TCM. So it has the 370Z, programming in there. So I started remembering what I was doing, and if you guys remember, I had mentioned that I have to like force it to do it because it's not like supposed to do it. So it's just a bunch of numbers I have to mess with. It doesn't really tell you what it is. So I remembered what I did was, it has a 370Z trans, and I told it to put another 370Z programming in there. So I basically put the same thing in there, just like a different, maybe from a different year or something. So I went back and I fixed it. Now I'm telling it to put a G37 programming in there. So yeah, so it's very confusing in there. Like, it's not supposed to work this way. It's not supposed to happen. It's just a bunch of like numbers and code in there. So I went ahead and changed that, and now it's flashing, and now it should work. I hope so. If not, I'm just gonna, I don't know, get an 09 GTR or something. All right, so now it finally works. I'll show you guys in a little bit. I just have to finish some steps right here. All right, so the car is off right now, obviously. 168,000 miles. I bought the car at 70,000 miles, so almost 100,000 miles. I don't have any problems. And then actually, the name of it was DS mode. I haven't had this in so long that I thought it was just S, but it's DS. And then, so I didn't have this once I got the 370Z trans. And once you like tap this, or you don't have the paddle shifters, you move this into, you just go into up or down, and it'll go into full manual mode. So I'm gonna go drive it. All right, I just tuned this 08 G37. Mr. Eduardo, thank you for coming. I think you said you made a 5-hour drive over here, and I didn't record your car, so but you said you do watch my videos, so I thought I'd record this last little part for you. And again, thank you for coming. Hopefully you enjoy the tune. Mommy. Alright guys, so I have the Z right here. It's a HR. I don't know if the story is right, I don't remember, but he bought the car, and I think he bought a ECU separate. I'm not sure if it came with the car. It's already tuned. He doesn't know who tuned it, and he messaged me because he wants to put the car to stock, so it could pass smog and everything, but completely he wants to put the whole car to OEM spec. So we need to delete the tune, which I already did, and then kind of make sure it actually passes smog. So put the OEM file from the factory back on there. That's not what you can do with the tuning software. So it's not something that any tuner could just do. I just have the proper equipment to do that from the factory. After that, this car, the nats was off. So once I delete the tune, then obviously the nats goes automatically back on. So obviously someone deleted the nats so it could start on this car. That's why we're assuming the ECU came from somewhere else, from another car or something, unless he did tell me that. Unless he did tell me that he bought it separately. I just don't remember right now. And then, so once I do that, the car's not going to start because the key is not for that ECU. So I tried it anyways, and of course it didn't start. So I programmed the key for him, but I told him that's what was going to happen. I told him that before I did any of this, because of course he has to pay for each of the services. They're all separate, and they're on my highlights for the pricing. Except for the Q50, it costs a little more. I haven't updated, but if you have a Q50 and I program your key, I'm going to tell you it's going to cost more. It's a little more difficult, and not a lot of people can do it actually. But I will let you know before you even schedule that it costs more for a Q50 to program the key. But now I just did the VIN, and I just have it blocked off with that so it doesn't show his whole VIN on there. But so the ECU obviously had a different VIN, and then I just put the correct VIN on there from his chassis. So now it's legit. You know, there's no tune. It's the actual OEM file from the factory, and it's the correct VIN. So this would be the correct way to do it. He might not be putting another tune on there. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's what it is, because the way he said it, he wants to put it all to OEM spec. So maybe he got a great deal on this car. It's missing some stuff, and or I don't know what his plans are with it. But yeah, I'm basically done. I'm gonna tell him that I just finished everything, deleted the tune, did an OEM reflash, and I put the correct VIN on there. So everything is legit now. Alright guys, so for my car, I'm actually buying a new motor. So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna go inside and rev it for you guys. Everything's perfect. I just want a new motor. So this one, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I might just sell it. I might keep it, maybe build it. I'm not sure. Just want to be like everyone else and get a new motor. So yeah, that's something for my car. I think I don't know, maybe I'm just bored or something. Just gotta spend some money. Yeah, so my motor's fine. Everything works good. It revs. Hello.